millions of people enjoy various hobbies. And among the largest of these groups are the model railroad enthusiasts. In the United States alone, there are about 6 million people who build and operate these scale model railroads. Great pride is taken in the fact that every little part is built to perfect scale. Kids and grown-ups alike seem to be fascinated with model railroads. I think most everyone is fascinated by trains, including myself. When the model train bug hit me, I decided my locomotive would be modeled after a Central Pacific locomotive that was built in Sacramento in the year 1872. Its old-time diamond stack intrigued me. It was built to a scale of 1.5 inches to the foot. After the track layout had been worked out on paper, 3 months were spent excavating my backyard to fit the plan of the layout. By careful planning on blueprints, we were able to lay about 2,600 feet of track. Tunnels and trestles were used in a practical way to fit the terrain of the yard, but they also added to the scenic beauty of the layout. Of course, the hardest part of the job was convincing my wife that the flower beds had to go. But with the winning of the right-of-way, the job continued. The tracks were laid on perfect scale redwood ties over a 2-inch layer of crushed rock ballast. The rail spikes were dipped in rosin to hold better in the redwood ties. Then the ballast was tamped between the ties with the help of a crew that had actually had experience laying track for a big railroad. While waiting for the locomotive to be completed, my impatience got the best of me. I decided to take a trial run without it. I didn't know I had company. My daughters and friends were on hand with their reaction. Dad's at it again. Many of the castings and fittings of the locomotive were machined in the studio machine shop and assembled there before delivery to the backyard layout. The locomotive and tender weigh about 500 pounds, and this amazing little boiler generates enough steam to haul about 2 tons. With the arrival of the locomotive, it made it easier to complete the laying of the track. It was a big help to haul ballast in the gondola. How important it is to the railroad hobbyist that everything is built to perfect scale. The fascination of model trains doesn't stop with the layman. Several of my friends who have actually been engineers on the big trains like to spend their Sundays hauling kids around on the little ones.
We had sort of a balcony just right outside my bedroom door that looked down on the living room. And to look down and see things that had never been there before. I especially remember the time there were 2 little ballet dresses on it, a pink one and a blue one. Well, Santa had not brought them. It was my Aunt Grace had made them, and they hung on the tree. And then somehow, something called our attention right outside the big window, and we saw there was something out there. It hadn't been there the day before. We ran outside, and it was this beautiful, beautiful little playhouse. It looked like something out of Snow White. It had running water, leaded glass windows, just so sweet, so beautiful. We ran in, the phone rang, there was a phone. And we picked up the phone, it was Santa Claus. And he said, "Mrs. Santa, how do you like your playhouse?" And I think I said, "Santa, we like it." And we loved it for many years. To Diane from Daddy. It was a wonderful dad. He was so affectionate.